here at Orpington Baptist Church, and
I'm Phil Dial. I'm the youth pastor here.
You nearly forgot then, didn't you?
I genuinely forget my name all the time. It's what usually happens. We thought we'd mix it up this week, and we are going to invite. I don't know if we should do this.
Yeah, it's a dangerous thing.
We've got two of our church mothers. Shall I say young mothers?
Young mums, yes.
Are they young mums?
Yes, call them young mums.
Okay,
yes.
we've got two of our young mums joining us on Zoom. So it's time to say good morning to Helen. Good morning, Helen.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, and you've got the lovely Daniel there stuffing his face.
He is.
And, well, this one isn't young, is she? She's 40.
You shouldn't say that about a lady's age.
I shouldn't, sorry.
No.
But she's not a lady, she's my wife.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a shaking head. Hello, wife.
Hello. Good afternoon.
I've got to be nice to her because she just told me what's for dinner later, and it sounds really nice.
That's right. And we wanted to ask, actually, especially Helen and Sarah, how it is with young children during this time of lockdown, and then from months previously as well, how it is during this pandemic with all the responsibilities of caring for the children with your families. How's it been for you, Helen?
I think what's made a big difference for us is actually the fact that Nick's working from home, and that's been wonderful. He's had so much more time to spend with the boys because he's obviously not having to commute each day, and he can come down at lunchtime and have some playtime with them. So that's been a big help.
Yes.
But yes, obviously we've missed all the normal baby and toddler groups that we'd be going to, and coffee. We've missed the cafe a huge amount. The takeaways have been fantastic, but it's not quite the same as being there and seeing friends and so on.
It would usually be today, Helen, wouldn't it, that you'd be at the cafe with the mothers and babies group, and then after that you'd be in Tiddlers upstairs right about now, actually, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Wednesdays were the highlight of our week. But yeah,
and Sarah, you've got a very supportive husband, I know. How's it been for you as a family?
Take yourself off mute, Sarah.
Sarah, how's it been for you?
Yeah, it's been okay. There's been good things and bad things, I think. Like Helen said, missing the babies groups, cafe and things like that. But I think the good thing has been just slowing down.
Yeah.
So it's not been a constant everyday rush from getting up. Come on, quick, clean your teeth. Come on, we've got to leave. Doing this, doing that. It's just been calm, and it's been quite nice, actually, that part of it.
Yeah.
You've both got, obviously, husbands, me being one of them and Nick, that are working fully. My job's slightly more flexible. But Helen, is it, obviously you said it's been nice having Nick around and upstairs, and I guess he's appreciated it too, hasn't he? Being around the boys so much more and no commute.
Absolutely. He's been here for, Daniel's first steps, as his words are developing all the time. And yeah, it's been lovely. And I think he really feels that's helped his relationship with the boys, especially that he's not missed out on some of the things that perhaps dads typically do.
It's interesting, that whole dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I guess for some guys, I was talking to some guys and ladies as well, of course, out at work, and they wonder if they're going to always work from home now. And that may be part of the new normal, that many more people permanently work from home. But can I give a shout out for single parents?
Yeah.
Because my older daughter, Laura, you know well, is a single parent, and it's tough for single parents, and we want to say to single parents that are watching, listening, we're thinking about you as well. Is that right?
Absolutely.
I completely
Incredibly
admire them
hard.
as well. Completely admire how they do it. Me and Sarah will put our hands up and say we struggle with Elijah, just the two of us. I mean, just to give you an example, actually, we before this lockdown, we were going swimming to a little Disney session at the Walnuts, and it was lovely. And Sarah and I would take Elijah, and we'd juggle changing him and changing us, and the same when we got out the pool. And there are people there. I mean, I'm not saying they're single, but they were there on their own, just dealing with it easily with children, and there's me and Sarah sort of trying to juggle one child. I mean, yeah, they're amazing. And I think of people like Lola, our lovely member Lola,
Yes.
who's she's not single, she's got a lovely partner, but to have twins just over 2 years old and then two other younger children, I mean, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
I'm actually in awe of how they cope. And Sarah often says that, don't you, Sarah?
Yeah.
Hey, and both of your families have been families that have come back to church, and when we were able to physically meet, and over those services. But now it's back just online. We hope that it doesn't last too long, just online, because we want to be back together. We especially want to be back together at Christmas. But is it okay worshipping just online? You know, how does it go down with the children and the family?
When we're at home, Daniel normally naps during that time, so he's kind of out of the equation, and actually that's easier than being in church with him.
Yeah, right, okay.
Does he usually nap around the time that Martin starts talking? A lot of people have that skill.
Yeah, a lot of adults do as well.
Yeah, Samuel, we've been doing first steps with the wonderful material that Naomi prepares.
Yes.
So I usually try and do that before church, and then we'll sit together and do some colouring during the service, which, yeah, I actually quite enjoy the colouring too. But yeah, he was a bit sad this week when I said he wasn't going to be at church.
Yes.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
What about you, Sarah? Because I know Elijah loves his music, doesn't he?
He does. He absolutely loves being in church. And as I'm sure everyone sees, not that I completely agree with this, but he loves running backwards and forwards between you and where you sit and where I sit. But at home, he gets to play the guitar, jump around without me telling him to be still. But yeah, he really loves it at church, and actually he naps at church easier than he does at home on a Sunday morning. So that part is easier for me. But I think we enjoy both.
Well, one of the good things of being at home and watching church is that you can just be in your pajamas still, and and one of the other good things is that you can sing out with the songs and the worship. For people that don't know and haven't joined us online, every Sunday 10:30, it's OBC at home, and we're broadcasting live. It's like a service from the church, because that's what we're doing, a live broadcast from the church.
And this week we're doing
Sunday.
Communion, aren't we?
And this week with communion.
So people
as well.
watching can get prepared for that, actually,
That's
can't
right,
they? Yeah.
That's right, yeah. So do join us, even if you haven't come to church before and you just catch news of this. Come along and join us, OBC at home.
Sarah, don't take the good wine. I'm going to be here, but can you just take the rubbish stuff, please? I can't bear it to come back. And she's like, "Oh, I've had some of your wine. It's really nice." Wasted, absolutely wasted.
The problem when I have communion at home is that not the wine part, but the bread part. I don't get to eat it on my own. I have to share it with Elijah.
Can I ask Sarah and Helen? And it's a bit of a risky question for me to ask.
Oh no!
How do you find that the church, because you're both committed Christians and we know you well, do you find that the church is helpful for family life, or is it just an extra strain? Helen,
I couldn't imagine doing family life, and especially through this time, without it. To be honest, I don't know how my friends who haven't got that that church family support. I don't know how they do it, actually. It's made such a difference for us. In so many different ways, really.
Thank you. That's great. Lovely to hear. Sarah, would you say the same? I mean, your husband is employed more than full time with the church.
Yeah, it's vital, really. I think we've always wanted our family life to be centred around God. We're at OBC, and that's where we feel happy, and our lives are centred around OBC. Very much, because obviously Phil's working there, so he's constantly backwards and forwards. Sometimes me and Elijah in the afternoon will hop on the train and just come and meet Phil, so that Elijah gets to go on a train journey, and so he comes into church more than just on a Sunday. So
it's priceless for me as well, actually, having Sarah in my life, and I'm sure you'd say the same after a career in ministry, but working in a church, you need a real good support network around you. And actually Sarah's definitely is that, as are my parents. But there are often times when I say to Sarah, I'm really struggling with this verse or text, and she'll go and read it and have a look and come back to me, and that's always been a great support as well, actually. So I'm just as grateful as probably she is. But Helen, you've got obviously an older one who's at school now, and you're a full-time mum. Is it how more challenging is it having two rather than one, especially now you've got the second, who's, as you can clearly see, a bit of a handful, and on his feet and charging around?
There are days when it feels like there's more than two of them, put it like that. I think
Helen.
Definitely. And I think Nick has said he has a new understanding and respect for what it is like for me every day when he sees me sort of herding cats, trying to get them into their shoes and coats and out the door. It's full on, but it's wonderful too, and it's such a blessing to have two wonderful boys that I wouldn't change it, but it is hard sometimes as well. And
well, we so want to give the message that we are a church that really cares
inclusive
about families, and is really inclusive, of course, of all ages and people coming from all different backgrounds and circumstances. But we want to bless family life, because family life can be a struggle and can have its real challenges. But we know that God is on the side of family life, and we want to bless it. And pray for families that we know and others in the community that we don't.
Yeah, amen. Just one other thing. You've both taken part in the last two courses, I think, due to finish tomorrow night. The prayer course, which I think's been brilliant, and the Bible course before that. I think Sarah was on the Alpha course even before that as well. But a lot of people have said actually it's been putting the biblical input and the spiritual input aside. It's been a great way to get to know other people in the church that actually without this lockdown you wouldn't have got to know. Is that a fair thing to say, Helen?
Yeah, definitely. And I think the fact that we're doing it on Zoom means that both Nick and I can take part, for one thing, which is really good. And yes, when we split off into the breakout groups, there have been people that I've maybe know their name, but putting a face to the name is good, or I've seen them around church for maybe quite a while, but just have never got to talk to them. Again, when you've got small boys to be chasing after the service, it doesn't lend itself to conversation. So, it's been good. Very good in that way.
And Sarah, what course have you preferred out of the three you've done?
What's that? Alpha,
Bible and prayer.
And a prayer course,
Because I think actually Sarah, being a Christian all her life, has never done Alpha. Is that right?
No, that's the first time I've done Alpha, and I've wanted to do it for a long time, and I haven't been able to, and I wouldn't have been able to had it been run at church. So the fact that it was on Zoom meant that I was able to, and that was brilliant. And my sister and my niece joined as well from where they live, so that was really nice. The Bible course I've already done before, but it was a good reminder. And the prayer course, I think the prayer course has been. I think I've got the most out of that.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Actually,
It's amazing.
Sure.
It's a really good, good course.
And you know, perhaps girls, you know that we're going to start the marriage course again in January. You're going to sign up for that?
Yep.
You're going to sign your husbands up for that?
Yeah, I guess we better do it with them as
is
well.
that when we look to see if we could find a better partner?
No, that's not the idea, Phil.
Because I mean, they did a TV show, don't they, called Wife Swap?
No, that's
It's not like that, is it?
It's not like that,
Okay,
Phil.
sorry.
And it's not. Don't please, if you would like to come on the course, please, the marriage course, please don't think of it as a course
Because you need it,
because
and your
you
marriage
need
is in
it,
trouble.
you're
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
Though you would be very welcome as well. It's for the enrichment of marriage and the family life. That's its emphasis and
Yeah,
focus.
Martin,
so-
have you ever done it or ever heard of? Because it's Care for the Family, which is a
Yes,
great
it
resource.
is, yeah.
It's the first thing they talk about is love languages. And did you know that there are 5 love languages?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Do
I know,
you?
I know my love languages.
Do you really?
Yes, yes.
What's number 1 for you?
yes. Touch.
Touch. Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
How about you, Phil?
Gifts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about gifts for me. And I married a woman that hasn't got any money, so that was a bit of a failure, wasn't it? No, I can't actually remember. I kind of we did do it, didn't we, Sarah?
Well,
And
that's
Yeah, yours was acts of kindness, I think.
acts of kindness. What I like giving or what I like having?
Having.
Having acts of
Yeah,
kindness.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Well, there we are.
And I'm cooking him a lovely dinner tonight, so
That is an act of kindness.
Points.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it's actually
You should feel-
it's a random act of kindness. It very rarely happens. So I'm going to make the most of it this evening.
You should feel really loved. And then,
Indeed, I do.
then Helen has got a leaders meeting after the.
Helen's new deacon, and she was just saying, Helen,
I'm very
starting at
excited.
7:30, you said can be a bit of a tricky time for you.
Yeah, but we'll cope. I might still be eating my dinner, but you don't mind that. do you?
Yeah, no.
Quite
but-
often on courses, actually, you and Nick are
Yeah,
eating.
yeah, I fancied that Chinese takeaway you were having the other day.
That's for Friday night.
Okay.
Nick's last meal, possibly.
Hey, Sarah and Helen, we're really grateful to you coming on today.
Well,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, giving us an insight into family life in lockdown, and God bless you and your families.
We'll see you later, ladies.
Take care.
Bye.
God bless you.
Bye-bye all.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Elijah. See you soon. Too busy
He's
stuffing
too busy
his face.
eating.
Too busy eating. Look at him. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was lovely. That was really, really nice. That was good, wasn't it? I liked it, didn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
There's you're just going back to it. You're having a beef stew today, aren't you, from the cafe?
Oh, tomorrow
Tomorrow.
lunchtime.
Oh, very
actually.
nice.
Looking forward to that. The Cafe on Wheels happens Wednesday and Thursday, and tomorrow we've got the order in for the beef casserole. Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Yummy,
nice.
yum.
I'm covered in paint at the moment because I'm in the middle of painting a youth room, so that's good fun. And we'll do a broadcast from there one day soon,
Yeah,
won't we?
show them the
And-
new youth room.
And I'm
That'd
hoping
be-
actually next week when we do a broadcast, we'll go from the young to the old. And next week I'm hoping to get some of the older folk who are more computer literate and on Zoom to join us. I think that would be just as nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for now, is there anything else to discuss?
Just to remind people, OBC at home, Sunday morning, 10:30.
Yes.
Join us for worship.
Thank you very
Come
much.
just as you are.
God bless you all.
Bless you.